This time on Irate Garage, we're just going to talk about how you can get your car done in just 15 minutes a day. Let's get into it. I only got a few minutes to talk with you, but it's something I think is very important, and we're all guilty of it. We get too busy. We get in our own way when it comes to actually getting things done on our project car. So like today, I put up another light, and I figured I had a few more minutes. I could at least look at my power steering pump and work on trying to figure it out. I know it doesn't seem that glamorous, but it's true. Just a few minutes a day can make a huge difference on your project car and whether or not it actually gets done. Because every project is just one, I don't have the right part, or I don't have the right tool, or I don't have this or that or the other. Pick your excuse. Everything is just one of those things away from not getting done. And it's easy to say, I know. I'm just as bad about it as anybody else. This car should have been done, could have been done in a couple of weeks, but I got busy. And because I didn't have hours a day to work on it, I didn't get anything done. I didn't work on it. I didn't have the time to sit and do an engine swap. And again, that's how a lot of, projects die off. We get too busy. We get in our own way more than anything else. But the reality is, outside of a few big things, like actually putting the end, let's use a motor swap as an example. That does perfection. I mean, outside of a few big things, like actually putting the motor in, taking it out, dropping a transmission, all that kind of stuff. Outside of those things, most project cars are a series of small tasks. Like right now, I had a few minutes, and so I took the time to work on the power steering pump. And now I am seeing that my belt alignment will be atrocious. But the one thing I did figure out is that my little spacer here was correct. Didn't take an hour. I got everything in place and started before I started filming. But it only took a couple of minutes to make sure the bolts I had were the right length and slap them in there. Every one of us does it, from one extent to another. Maybe it is something as simple as we don't want to do the task. That's perfectly fine. The last thing I want to do is drop the fuel tank. But I believe Saturday, that is indeed what I'm doing. But it's just a little bit here and a little bit there. That's all it really is. Even if it's something as simple as making a list of things you need to do. And I'm not talking about sitting down and making this daunting list of tasks. Just take a look at the top of the motor. Go, I need to figure out the distributor. I need to figure out my distributor cap. Figure that out. I need to run the plug wires. Do that. Even if it's just one thing a day, you're good to go. Hell, not even every day, just one thing a week. It was really cold here in Minnesota for quite a while, and while it sucked to work on it, it wasn't that big of a deal to come out and check the fitment of the alternator and decide it was just fine. And actually, the more I look at this, the more that pulley alignment does not look that bad. Let me grab a belt. This belt's probably older than everything in this shop. Sometimes the big task of the day is just trying to figure out where to put the light so you can still see something. This belt isn't straight at all. The belt has a curve to it. Really, now that I look at it, it doesn't look that bad. I think that's just fine. Maybe not great, it's just fine. Probably nothing a washer or something on the back side wouldn't fix. All right, there we go. Now I just got to hook up the lines. But that can probably wait for another day. And that's just as important as anything else. Not overwhelming yourself. Just one little step at a time. Especially if you're a busy guy. I'm busy. I got a family. I'm just like you. I don't have the time. I don't have hours a day to work on my car. I only have a little bit here and there. And I imagine you're the same way. It could even just be as simple as putting your tools away from last time. Or getting them ready for the next time. And if you're anything like me, if you're going to work on it for 15 or 20 minutes, it's probably going to be an hour. And that's what happened to me today. I came out here just to put up another light, maybe get a game plan for the next set of lights. And it turned into me actually wrenching on the car and filming a little bit too. And that's all there is to it. I mean, just get out there, get the tools in your hands, get the parts ready for next time. Make a list, just a few items, 2 or 3. Think about it for a day. That can even be your task too. Just sit and think about it. Look at it, get inspired, get your project going. Anyway, there you go. Get out there, get working on your car. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. If you look here, you'll see a video on my Fleetwood. Just simple little tasks that lead up to something big. In fact, I got 2 videos where it was just a bunch of little stuff that got to the point where the car was either able to crank or it was able to start and run. All right, get out there and get working on your car. Well, maybe not right now. It's probably too late, but tomorrow, get out there and work on your car. Catch you in the next one. Bam!